When we think about childhood, we imagine joy, laughter, school, friends. We remember playing in the garden, eating our favorite food, reading beautiful books, and enjoying a carefree life. Our childhood was full of these experiences because we were allowed to simply be children. But for millions of underprivileged children in India, childhood is very different. For them, it is not about going to school, but about going to work. It is not about reading a favorite book, but about getting married at the age of 13. There are many roadblocks that deny underprivileged children the promise of a happy childhood. These can be things as basic as not having access to schools, not getting midday meals or clean drinking water in school, not having access to healthcare facilities, parents being unemployed, and children being forced into work or early marriage. And unless these root causes are removed, millions of children will continue to have no childhood. So, what does it take to give them a childhood? Give children the 4 basic rights promised to them by the UN and the Constitution of India. Right to survival, to be born and live a healthy life. Right to participation, to be allowed to play and voice their opinions. Right to development, to go to school and get quality education. Right to protection from abuse and violence. This means that if we want to make sure that every child has a proper childhood, we have to ensure that we create a change at the very roots of where the problem starts, so that the change is not temporary and only for a few children, but is lasting and for all. And you can make it happen, because every individual can make a difference.
Dear volunteers, round the year I interact with you and I see so many little actions that you take. Every action that you take makes a difference to children, whether it is something that you do running a campaign or whether it was going out there in Chennai and helping children and their families during the flood, which was something that even very qualified people did not do or were unable to do. And why is it, I keep thinking as to why is it that you and others, like our founder Ripon, actually do things that seem impossible. They do so much with so little. It is because I believe that there is a child in all of you, and there was a child in Ripon. There was a child that said, I may have nothing. I may just have 50 rupees. May have my mother's dinner table, but I'm going to set out to change the lives of every Indian child. It was the childlikeness in you that makes you do, and I watch you. You stretch yourselves. We literally tell you, you don't have any money. But here are children who are out of school. They need to get their entitlements. Do something about it. And off you go. Put these children back in school despite all the difficulties that you had with their families, with their own lack of willingness, and a lot of things that experts say cannot be done, you do, because you really believe that it can be done as the child in you keeps speaking.